Hey, good morning, y'all. Y'all know what this shirt means. It's 2-year-old Sunday, but it's not 2-year-olds no more, y'all. I have moved on up to preschool, but it's the same kids because they just moved up from 2 to 3, child. Same children, child. I got some water on because I'm making some tea, but Happy New Year, you guys. I am excited to be back, y'all. Listen, I couldn't get out of 2025 fast enough. Not even. I couldn't get out of there fast enough. But here we are, y'all. And I got y'all messages. Listen, we here. It's 2026. We starting over. It is 2026. So here we are, you guys. It is the end of my Christmas break. We go back to work tomorrow. It has been a year. But anyway, if you are new here, my name is Joy. I am 50 years old and I'm working through Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover. And the first baby step was save $1,000 in your emergency fund. And now I'm on baby step number 2, which is the debt snowball. So I am in the business of like paying off all my debt. And so I work as an educational sign language interpreter, and I make just under $43,000 for the school year. And we get paid for 10 months of work, and they spread it out over 12 months. So that's why if you ever hear me like do a paycheck breakdown, and you'd be like, oh, but you should have made this much money. No, because they spread it out over 12 months. So instead of like over 10 months, the 10 months that we work. And so, so my content is about low budget or low income budgeting. And to me, anything under 6 figures is low income just because it's this day and age, right? It's this day and age, child. We can't even buy eggs, child. Good thing I don't really like them. So, but anyway, I supplement my income by working extra duty. I work at a school. I work at a high school primarily, but I also, this school year, I have been also subbing around at the elementary schools in our district. So, yeah, and that was a little more trying than I thought. I thought that it's all the same hours, right? It's like the same 7.5 hours in the day, but it's different, like working with littles in school compared to high school kids. The high school kids is hands off. You do go, I do the interpreting, and they do their own thing. They can walk down the hall by themselves, they can go to the bathroom by themselves, but the little ones is a little different. So it has been a little more trying than I thought, like, I don't know what it is, but it's like, I think that angst of like not knowing where I'm going, like even like the night, like tonight, our supervisor, she'll send out the sub plans or whatever for the next day, right? But that could change like while I'm driving in the morning. You know what I mean? And so I don't know. I feel like that's a little, I didn't think that was a big deal, but I do think it draws on me like a little more than I had anticipated. But anyway, I supplement my income by doing extra duty work, like working basketball games. Like right now it's basketball season and wrestling season. So I work basketball games, girls and boys, and also wrestling. Like doing the time or the points or book or whatever. So I do that to supplement my income. And also I recently got my license. Some of you guys know that already. I've gotten my license to work outside of this classroom, outside of school for the state of Illinois. And it's interesting, like people will be like, oh, you should do this to get jobs and you should do this to get jobs. Well, the way it works is like I can be it's being an independent contractor, but what you do is you register yourself with the different agencies who, like, if a business need, or like I can't do doctors because you have to have a certain license level here in Illinois. All states are not the same, but here in Illinois, you have to have certain license levels to do certain things. And so, so like, I know like a friend of mine, like she gets work from like LinkedIn and things like that. I have a full-time job. I'm not really like, I'm registered with one agency and I pick up work from that agency. So the agency posts work available work, and I'll pick it up if it works for my schedule, and if it's something that I feel like I can do, and things like that. Like, I'm not really, I guess, hustling for work. But it is nice to have. Like, I wouldn't mind picking up 3 like community jobs a month, but and it's fine. It's fine to do that. But I don't know. Like, I don't want to. I'm just at the point where I'm not trying to live or work every waking moment of my life, But I'll get into that later. Yeah. So that's what I do for income. And so this year, this new year, I've always been so grandiose in like all my plans. I've always been like super grandiose. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm going to be super strict and super strict. That didn't work. So this year I have 2 financial goals, just 2. And I'm just going to be hyper focused on those 2 goals. Because I also want to enjoy life. I want to find fulfillment in life as well. I don't want to suffer from frugal fatigue, which happens, and that happens. I want to spend, because I feel like I've been withholding from myself for so long. So I have learned over this past year that I do need to like build in things that I enjoy in life, and what I enjoy, other people might not enjoy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a like leisurely person. Like, I can lay around at home, right? I'm not going to go on vacation I don't know how to explain it, but I go places because there's something to do there. Like, I don't want to go to a beach because to me it's boring. Like, beaches are boring to me. I don't like the heat. I don't like standing outside. I don't need sand tracked in my car and home and things like that. That to me isn't fun, but to other people it's fun, and that's fine. But you guys know that I've started taking clarinet lessons and different things like that. I like that type of like enrichment, those types of things. Like, if I go on vacation, it's because, I'm gonna go to a concert, or I'm gonna go to a basketball game, or I'm gonna go whatever, like mountain climbing, or I'm gonna run a race or whatever. I like doing things like that. And so I want to do that more, but let's get into it. So the first of my 2 financial goals, I have notes here. That's why I'm looking over here. Y'all know. The people that been here, y'all know. So the first of my 2 financial goals for 2026 is to pay off my car loan. Now that was a goal for 2025, and that didn't happen. That didn't happen. So I am closer though. So it's to pay off my car loan, and I want to do that by the end of April. And I have a 2018 Ford Focus. I bought it with no miles on it, and it has 130,000 miles on it. Now, I bought it in 2018. It is now 2026. So it's not super old, but I'm trying to make sure that I take care of it so I can get as much life out of it as possible. I want to pay it off, and I want to at least have a good year of like no car payments before I have to like buy another car, because it's inevitable. I mean, I don't live in a city, so, I need a car to get back and forth. I work an hour from home, things like that. So it's like I have to have a car, but I want to make sure, like, after I pay it off, I want to make sure that I can get at least another year, if not longer, out of that car, So the last time we talked about my car loan, I still owe $3,673.27. I think that was my last car loan update. And then since then, I have adjusted my budget to start paying a car payment from each paycheck. Instead of just paying it once a month, I make a payment twice a month. And I actually pad that payment a little bit. So my car payment is normally like $354 and some change. So I started paying $370 a month to get to my goal of paying it off by April. And so I've done that like 3 times now, I think. Paid that extra $370. I think. So it's been a while since I did a car loan update. So I increased the amount of the normal payment, and then I added an additional payment for the month. So I'm paying twice. So if you do the math, if you do the math yourself, you'll be like, you should owe less than that. But my financing company, they do charge me like $5 a day in between each payment. and it's not interest, it's just their finance charges is what they are charging me to have my loan. And that is that. Like, people have been like, oh, you should do the credit union, you should do, I'm not doing any of that. I'm too close to the end to think I'm just gonna, like, I'm not doing it. I don't even want to. Ooh, that is sour. So yes, so let me see, what is it? So my car loan balance as of today is $2,670.64. So I am close to the finish line. I am close to the end. So roughly out of all the payments that I've made since the last time, I've paid about $107 in finance charges. So that's just the finance company fees. That just is what it is. And so the goal is to have it paid off by the end of April. And that is just conservative. That's not using any extra money. That is just money from my paycheck. So I budget by paycheck. And so from each paycheck, I know what's coming out of that paycheck, what needs to be paid, and then I have an amount left over. So with the amount left over from my January 15th, I get paid twice a month. So the money that I get that's left over from my January 15th, I put it towards my January 31st paycheck, and with that, I have enough to be able to make that second payment. You know what I mean? And so in that regard, I need to be strict, and I'm really trying to like I don't need anything. Like, right? I have a budget, so I have grocery money, I have gas money, I have the things that I need. And so I'm really, really just trying to stick with what I need and not be trying to, I don't know. I don't even know why I'm buying, like what I'm buying or why I'm buying it. Like, I don't need to do that. So yeah, so the car payment is coming down, the loan is getting lower and lower, so I do want to have it paid off by April. Like, and money that I am getting, like my extra duty pay or like any extracurricular activities, any like community work that I do interpreting, that money is going to go into my emergency fund. And so that brings me to my second financial goal, is to fully fund my emergency fund by the end of 2026. And for me, fully funded is $11,000. I had broken that down, like, and I did pad some of my numbers. Like, I put more in groceries so that it included like eating out and things like that. Like it included like entertainment and things like that. I have to dig that out to see like what that is and kind of not only give myself a refresher, but remind you guys too, like, how did I come up with the $11,000? And for me, that would be 6 months of savings. They say a fully funded emergency fund is 3 to 6 months. I decided on the higher end, which is the 6 months. And so that's how I calculated $11,000 for myself. So after my car, so how I'm going to do that is like with all my extracurricular, the checks that I get from my extra duty pay, that'll just automatically go into the savings instead of going to my car because I'm using my paychecks for the car. And then after my car is paid off in April, those $370 that I was taking out of each paycheck, that's going to also go into my emergency fund. So if I only put in $370, I think it would be like $6,000 or something. That was if I was going to pay it off by March. If I'm paying off by April, it's probably $5,000 or something like that by the end of the year. But with all my extracurricular, that should make up for to get me to the $11,000. And I'm really just believing God. Like, I am a tither. I do what I'm supposed to do. So I am really believing God that He will like just come through just above and beyond, just above and beyond whatever I ask, think, or imagine for my finances, so that I'm not just chained to debt for a year. I'm going to be diligent, but I also am trusting God that I can like enjoy my life as well. Like, the Bible even talks about like enjoying the fruit of your labor and not just laboring. And I know that, for the Dave Ramsey program, I know it's like be gazelle, intense, focused now. like sacrifice like 2 or 3 years to like just get it out the way and get it done. I get that, but I think for me personally, I have found myself like, and it's my own stuff. I'm sure I can get to that point where I'm like, okay, I can sacrifice this year and just do everything I need to do. But I think after like 2 years of doing this, I think that I need to like allow myself some leeway in there to make sure I do some things that I want to do. So like in addition to like those financial goals and like getting those like things paid off, like all my debt paid off, I do have extra debt. I do have extra debt. So the car is not the last thing. Let's get into this. I forgot to tell you this. So I do use my credit card from time to time. So I am going to like pay that off like in the process. So I should be fully debt free by August. And then I opened up another credit card because I did invest and buy and purchase my own clarinet. And so the one that I was renting, I'm going to give back. And so I was renting a clarinet and that was like $45 a month. And so instead I decided to open a line of credit and just purchase my own so that I'm not dealing with like maintenance issues that aren't mine. You know what I mean? Like paying for, things to get fixed on it that aren't my issue because somebody else had it before me. And so I did purchase my own. It's $1,200. And that's on my clarinet channel. You have to go over there to see that. But I do have my own. And so I was paying $45 a month to rent that one. And so to pay off this clarinet, it's like $58 a month instead of the $45. And that's going to get paid off. Like all of that will be paid off by August. Like everything will be done by August. Because when I work summer school, the money I get from summer school, whatever my remaining balance for the clarinet is, I'm going to pay that off with my summer school pay. And then the rest of that summer school pay, I'm going to use it to probably do back to school shopping. In the past, I was like, I'm not going to do back to school shopping. I'm doing back to school shopping. I'm doing back to school shopping, or I'm going to like register for a college course, a music class, because I do plan on auditioning for the music program at the community college, but that's on the other channel. So you can go over there and talk about that. But yeah, so I want to go on a couple of like solo retreats this year. I really do enjoy time by myself. And like I said, the things that I'm always like, I want to do something fun, right? But so I like watching other people like do be all out and loud and stuff like that, but that is not me. Like that's not how I like to have fun. I really enjoy my alone time. I like good food. And so I want to do a couple solo retreats. And the purpose of the solo retreats is to like prepare for my audition coming up. I want to get an Airbnb and just have a full house so I can practice here in my apartment, but I can't like practice as much as I want to because I have neighbors. So I really have to like be mindful of like the hours that I practice or how loud I practice and things like that. And I just really want to be somewhere where I can focus. I can like order good food and one of those is going to be during spring break. Typically, I never do anything during spring break. So I just want to be productive. Being productive to me is fun. I like doing that. And so, yes, I can practice at home. So I'm believing God for money to be able to do this retreat and get me an Airbnb and just kind of go and just be by myself and just like spend time with God, practice, and just make a whole day, like just 3 or 4 days of just me. Like, you know how like writers do like a retreat, like when they want to write a book or something, they'll like go get a cabin and write and stuff like that. That's kind of what I want to do. And I want to do that 2 times before my audition. So once on spring break and then once in July because I will audition in August. And so I just want that time to just not be like pulled in by distractions around the house, doing laundry and dishes and cooking and like things like that. Just, you know, really getting in the mindset of like, I don't know, like, yeah, I just want to be all in with music this year. In the past, I've been all in with running. This year is music. So it is what it is. So yeah. So God cares about the details of my life, and so I am believing for that. And if it comes down to it, and I don't have the money for a retreat, then I'll just do it at home. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same because I have to like be mindful of other people. Like my brother sleeps during the day, so I have to not practice too early in the morning. I have to like kind of wait till the afternoon, but also early enough before my neighbors like go to bed. You know, just this. I don't know. I just want to be able to be free and just do it on my own. So yeah. So I hope this update is I don't know, not all over the place. I hope it's not all over the place. But I am hopefully like recommitting to my uploading schedule, which is my Sunday videos as well as my Wednesday vlogs. That is what I'm committing to because I also am uploading from my clarinet channel, which feeds a different passion, you know what I mean? And so yeah. The hardest part is showing up, but once I'm here and I get to talking, I'm here. So yeah, so like we'll be doing like on Sundays like this, like we'll have the updates, the paycheck breakdowns and things like that. Wednesdays will be vlogs. And the vlogs will be like focused on like working my 9 to 5, like making my extra money, like my extra duty. Obviously I can't show you guys like work. I can't show myself interpreting, but like I can talk about it when I have like pockets of time to talk, and I can certainly like go, you know, record like before we start the basketball game and stuff like that. So I think that'll be fun. I wanted like my vlogs to be like more focused on like what I'm doing to like actually make extra money and things like that. Yeah, so that'll be Sundays and Wednesdays here. And if you need an extra dose of joy, you can hop on over to my clarinet channel. It's called Late Bloomer Musician. Yeah, I changed the name. It was Couch to Clarinetist before, but I changed it to Late Bloomer Musician. And I also have a, Instagram for that channel. So yeah, it's been fun. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this update. I'm going to be more diligent about responding to like the comments and things as well. I just needed this break. Like I definitely needed Christmas break. Like I couldn't kick 2025 in the behind fast enough. Like I was just over it. I was just over it. I just think I took on too much. I took on a lot, you know, in the middle of me trying to like be a sub and stuff like that. And yep. So here we are. So hopefully I'll see you guys more regularly, and I will see y'all next time.